Did TikTok really remove the beauty filter? Let me just back off. Anyways, well, this hair just makes me want to do like a little lifted look, so that's what I'm going to do. Plus, I might have plans for today. Little sister has awards for basketball, so we're going to go to that, and then we're going to go for lunch as a family. Today, I was actually thinking of doing like a prom makeup look because I want to do my own makeup for prom, and like I need to start practicing eyeshadow because I'm not good at that. I found a beautiful prom dress, but it's like on a website, so I'm scared it's not going to come in on time, or like it's not going to fit me. I still cannot believe that Giorgio Armani actually sent me makeup, so I'm going to try the concealer today. And I'm so excited to try this because like I've never had high-end makeup until like now. My skin is doing so bad that I'm not even enjoying doing my makeup right now. I was going to go out without makeup, but I'm like, no, I cannot do that to myself. I love this color. Like, it's so bronzy. These shades are so pretty. I look, you want to mix them all together. Okay, so here's Rose Dew, Cherry, and Jaipur. I don't even know how to pronounce that. They kind of all look the same, but on the cheek they don't. Well, these two are very similar. I look, you put a lot, so I think I'm just going to blend this on this side too. If you heard weird sounds, it's my brother, sorry. But I'm literally so heartbroken because my Kosas powder just broke, like, into pieces. I think I want to throw that part away and just use whatever's left. I've been into like the dark lip look, so I'm going to go in with this. I think this is Cherry Stick lip gloss. I'm going to do my lashes. Perfume now. Bye.
He can fuck my ops. I don't care. Goodbye. Like, I can't be caring about that shit in 2025. I'm so sad that I stayed for real. If I knew I knew my life was gonna be this good now, I would have done that shit a long time ago. I mean, like, if you're in the wrong relationship, it'll feel like you just got out of jail when you broke up with them, and then you're like, but we outside, fuck the feds. I would never be sad, because what did Lotto say? Brokey. He like who you think you is. Not now. Not ever your bitch. Brokey. I don't claim that. I don't need that. I also don't have that limiting belief that I'll never find better, because come the fuck on. That's embarrassing. If you don't think that you can get better, then you don't think that high of yourself. What a shame. So fix it.
I think we're very much long overdue some life updates, so I don't know where to start. First of all, I am single for the first time in 4 years. I'm not going to go into any detail in respect for the other person, but it was on such mutual terms and it was so healthy, and like I still have so much love for him, so it's all good. Also got a really exciting relationship with a brand coming up, which has been a brand I've admired for years. And may I say, it's also quite an iconic brand. I'm not going to go into too much detail, you guys will have to wait and see. Quick though, circling back to breakups, what is in the air? I'm sorry, but Anna, Paul and Glenn. Loki though, I feel like my relationship was in such similar ending terms with my ex, so I'm happy for them. I haven't watched the Barbie movie yet, which it's not a life update, but I feel like it actually kind of is. I feel like it's quite necessary for me to do now. What were your guys' opinions on it? I've heard such incredible things. Oh my god, I'm forgetting I went to Italy and Malibu with two of my absolute favourite brands, Valentino and YSL Beauty. They were honestly a dream come true. I'd never been to Italy, never been to Malibu or LA for anything. And honestly guys, I want to move to LA for a month, I feel. Maybe next year. That's kind of the update to my life now. Still got very exciting times ahead. But yeah, love you guys.
Yesterday I mentioned like my anxiety. Some people asked me to talk a little more about it, so that's what I'm gonna do. I've struggled with anxiety and depression for a few years now. I started therapy like maybe 3-4 years ago. It helps me like understand my emotions better. I've been on antidepressants for about a year. I get really anxious and I overthink crazy. I'll be having a little panic attack and I feel my heart racing, my body just shaking, and I'm like going like this, like I don't know what to do with myself. And then I try to like take deep breaths and calm myself down, and when the deep breaths don't calm me down and my heart is still racing, I'm still shaking, that just makes me more anxious, and like I don't know what to do with myself. Sometimes like I'll just be laying in bed and genuinely don't have the energy like to bring my body to get up, even if I have a bunch of things to do. It's not like I can just shake it off and tell myself, Issa, get out. Like, that's not how it works when you genuinely are depressed. In those moments, sometimes the anxiety kicks in too, and I start driving myself insane. I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my god, like, why am I like this? Why can I not bring myself to get up? I have so much shit to get done. And then, like, I drive myself insane in my head, but at the same time, I'm not getting up because I physically can't do it. But then again, therapy is super good to help you understand the root of this anxiety and what it is that certain things really make you feel. But what helps me in the times that I'm doing like terrible is constantly reminding myself like, okay, this is gonna pass. Like, I'm not gonna feel like it sucks to feel like you're the only one that feels this way, because you're not, and it's a very real thing in life and a lot of people don't understand, but there's also a lot that do. So I hope like this video helps some people feel understood. Anxiety and depression does show up different for everyone else. It kind of manifests itself differently in different people. For me, it comes more with pushing myself so hard to try to do everything perfectly and mentally not being able to, and then I just break down because I have so much pressure on myself and I can't manage it. It really just depends on the person and their mental health, the way they grew up and all that. Okay, I'm done. Bye, guys.
Types of girls I hate or just strongly dislike. I will never be friends with one of these girls. The two-faced nice girl, please tell me I have something stuck in my teeth, but maybe not when we're hanging out with a group of guys. Like, she's always talking about people behind their back, but suddenly I say something rude and she's like, well, that's so mean. Girl, who are you trying to fool? The boy crazy girl who will ditch you for a boy. Girl, have your fun, go hang out with him, but not when we're hanging out. And stop talking about him 24/7. Now, don't get me started on that girl that goes after your mans. Especially like an ex that you constantly talk about and she constantly hates on. She's the one that convinced you to break up with him and now suddenly she's with him. Like, girlie, didn't we just talk about how much we hate him? Especially when they convince you that your crush isn't a good guy and then they get with him. I really don't like two-faced girls. And what about the girl that's never happy for you? Like, you tell her some amazing, exciting news and she looks sad. But then the second you bring up something horrible that happened to you, it's like, oh my god, girl, tell me everything. Why are you preying on my downfall? And lastly, that girl that has to one-up you constantly. Like, even if I've had a headache all day, like suddenly she's had a migraine all day? Like, make it make sense. Please, if you're friends with any of those girls, please run. Mwah, love you all, bye.
Here's what my skin looks like before makeup, and here's what the skin looks like after. And here's how I got there. I could not live without this stuff. Hypochlorous acid spray. I prep the skin with this. It gives me that glowy base. Dibs Love Beam Perfector. This is shade number 3. I am in love with this stuff. It gives the skin the most beautiful glow. Example A, the most stunning foundation of all time for every skin type. It is incredible House Labs Foundation shade 200. Dibs Desert Island Duo Stick shade number 4 to warm up the face. Mixing a little bit of the Glow Tour in Pink Cosmos to kind of get that cool tone and warm tone. This is a really nice prep for eyeshadow. Makeup must have this duo brush. One side is for all your cream and liquids and the other side's for your powders, and it blends everything beautifully into the skin. Going with a holiday red today. This is the Merit Flush Balm in the shade Rogue. So pretty. 109 mini brush from BK Beauty is my favorite for blushes and contours. Also gonna pick up a little bit of this plum color from the Makeup Forever Blush and Glow palette. I'm going for like a holiday berry. Tower 28 Concealer DTLA, and we're going to apply it like this. Must be blended with 8506 BK Beauty. Airbrushes everything into the skin. Tower 28 pressed powder underneath the eyes before a loose powder to really help to set down everything and make it super bright. House Labs powder, acne safe for sensitive skin, and it truly just blurs and makes everything look perfect. Doing that everywhere we put concealer. Skin literally looks perfect underneath the eyes. The bronzer I love with my whole heart is Caramel Cappuccino Dibs Baked Bronzer. It gives the skin this insane filter that is just gorgeous. Same shade of bronzer on the eyelids. Whatever's left over goes down the nose. And warming that up a tad with the Valentino Eye to Cheek shade 4. Here's what the eyeshadow looks like. I'm going to add a little bit of glitter using the Moonlit Glow Bounce from Dibs. So gorgeous. And that also goes down the nose. Spice Girl blush, keeping that really high up on the cheekbone here. Benefit Cosmetics 24-hour brow setter. This is just clear eyebrow gel. Layer of setting spray. Curling. Tarte Man Eater. Tonight is a big dinner which requires a lip stain. Lip stain is required for dinner makeup. Another layer of setting spray. This is a different one. Taking off the lip stain. Mauve lip liner by Tarte. Ole Hendrickson Glimmer Lip. And here's the final. Love y'all.